Okay, here we are, part 2. Let's just keep going. Tell me about the Knight of Wands, because it makes the uploads just so much easier. But that doesn't mean I want to lose the depth, so let's keep going. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Okay, we've got the Devil for the Knight of Wands. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. The Four of Swords. And the Page of Swords. With the Knight of Swords, the Magician, and the Ace of Swords. It's starting to make more sense, very much so. Because this is, remember when I said the Ace of Swords here indicates to me an issue of worthiness, right? An issue of something about the masculine needing to feel worthy. So it's not so much that the masculine, well, I mean, it is and it isn't. It is about the masculine feeling worthy, and at the same time, it isn't about the masculine feeling worthy, and I'm going to explain why. This masculine showed up as a King of Wands, now they're showing up as a Knight of Wands, so for the most part, they're pretty confident about themselves. It's not that confidence is an issue. It's more that there's a little bit still of them needing validation from their circle to do certain things. For example, date the person they want. There's something about them being around this person that they know is going to cause issues in their circle. Which is why they started by talking shit, right? So the universe is kind of telling this masculine, until you get over this little mental blockage, you are not worthy of the feminine. So it's them not realizing, because it's not like this could be somebody who's very attractive, right? King of Wands is usually someone who's hot. Like other people would say, oh, this person's hot. But they might not realize that them depending so much on other people's validation is still a sign of insecurity. Somebody who's truly comfortable with themselves and what they want out of life doesn't really care who approves or doesn't approve of their choices. So this masculine may not realize that they still have that blockage. They may see it like, I'm just not sure. When in reality, the reason they're not sure is because they don't want their circle to look down on their partner. They might not be able to defend this person from their circle because they were part of that circle. They used to talk a lot of shit. But this problem is getting bigger because of the Devil here and the Four of Swords and the Page of Swords. They get a little obsessed with the feminine. With the Four of Swords, which is an indication of healing, right? But it also indicates sleeping. I have a feeling every time they close their eyes, this feminine comes to mind, especially in their dreams. So I have a feeling they're changing. There's something they're changing about their circle. Maybe this person is, this person could be physically moving, or they are changing their lifestyle to such a degree that they're not around the same circle. Because it's like they're having to pick between their current social circle and their divine feminine. That's why the Five of Swords is there. Because they're going to have to lose something. And I think initially they were very willing to lose the divine feminine at the beginning. They were just like, that's just a crush. No big deal. We could meet up and hang out, Netflix and chill, and then we'll be done, right? But the more that they observe her, especially with this Page of Swords, the more that they observe this feminine, the desire in them is growing. Not only is it attraction, now it's like, I need this person in my life, in my bed, in my home, every aspect. But there is a lot of passion here. I'm not gonna. They're seeing her as their ideal mate. But it's getting very intense. The yearning the yearning, the pining. It's like dialing it up a notch every day more. Maybe not every day, but like every week. Every week the notch goes up a little bit. And they didn't expect that. They did not expect that. Because this, especially as an emperor, this is somebody who isn't attracted to a lot of people. A lot of people are attracted to them, but they are going to be very picky. And they had their ideal mate in their mind of what they wanted as, you know, this is what I want as a partner. And somehow this feminine doesn't fit that. But she exceeds it. And initially they didn't think so. Maybe this feminine is not conventionally attractive in some ways. Because now this is driving them crazy. It's followed by a Nine of Swords. They're struggling to sleep. Because every time they try to fall asleep, this feminine is in their dreams, in their mind. Like she's haunting them, but not intentionally. It's not like she's set out to do that. She may not even be aware that they're feeling these things. I don't think she is. And so this masculine is trying to figure out, like, how do I fix this? How do I move forward? How do I live? Ooh, how do I live? What the heck? Let's see. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. Maybe you're meant to look at my evil face as I'm saying these things. Because I know my face gets all evil, like, tell me about the Nine of Swords. Okay, hold on. The Ace of Wands. And we all know what I think about this Ace of Wands. Does it not look like he's holding a dick? I mean, Nine of Swords. Talk about the Nine of Swords. The Chariot. And Judgment. With the Six of Swords, the Three of Swords, and Temperance. Again, the 6 and the 3 makes the 9, which means the 9 is here twice. But there's more to it than that. They know that this feminine has seen them in their wounded state at some point, because the 3 of Swords is beneath the 6. They want to move on from that. They want to move on from... They don't want the feminine to only see them as a wounded person. So right now, the feminine might be looking at them like a healer. And they're like, no, I want you to look at me like a man. Or like a woman. You know, like they want you to see them in a sexual way. Because they're looking at the feminine in a very sexual way. But it's because they're looking at this person like a partner, not just a professional, right? And with the Chariot, there's this determination of, now I've got to figure out what to do because I have to be with this person. I know this is my person. Judgment is here, like there's this awakening. This feminine has awoken something within them that, one, they might have never thought possible. They might not have even known that they had this within them. Or two, this is something that was so buried within them, they might have thought they were never going to, that part of them was never going to come back to life. One of the two. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Start with the Nine of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Wands. I told you, this is an Empress. I know what I'm telling you. Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords, the Strength card, and the Queen of Pentacles again. If there's one thing they know about this feminine now, like when they first met this feminine, she might have come across really soft. And maybe that was a turn off to them. Maybe they're not really into super soft women. And as they got to know her, they were like, oh, this one's got a backbone. But it's not something that would be overtly visible initially. It's something they learned with time, after observation, after watching her. They also have noted her generous nature, her problem-solving skills, but they definitely see strength in her. And I think that with the Wheel of Fortune here, I love this because it's a great indication that things go the way they're supposed to go. So if this had moved forward too fast, they might not have been able to see who the feminine is fully. But because they initially pushed back and were like, nah, it gave them time to really observe this feminine. Because it wasn't like love at first sight. No, I'm just going to be honest. This was not love at first sight. This was attraction at first sight, but also a little bit of repelling. I'm just going to be real. Like, nah, let's not do that. Which is okay. It's okay because it gave this masculine the space to step back and observe, because they were drawn to her, but they didn't know why. They didn't know what's the deal here. Why am I drawn to this feminine? And it gave them time to observe her. It gave them time to see beneath the facade, the image that she presents. They feel like they know her now, which means they've been watching her for quite some time. But they like what they see. In fact, the more that they see, the more that they like. They're very sure. Six of Cups, they're very sure if there's a soulmate. Talking about the Six of Cups. Nine of Wands. Six of Wands. Five of Wands. With Temperance, Knight of Pentacles, and Nine of Pentacles. It's interesting because on this Five of Wands, it's dragons, but it's giving me the indication, because, you know, I was talking about divine feminine energy associated with dragons, right? So the people that are giving this masculine a hard time may be feminine. Could be their siblings, their mother, or it could be friends that they have that are feminine. And I'm going to talk about that later too, about how the system has been designed so that women try to compete with each other, because there is a competitive energy here. As in, maybe the women around this person have taught this person or have said to this person that, oh, you could do better, you know? Either physically, maybe this person doesn't look as good as they do, and they thought, you can't be with someone that doesn't look as good as we. They need to look better, because it's this very competitive, like, I don't know, it's weird. We'll talk about it later. But the energy is definitely present here. So that's where the worthiness comes from, because for this masculine to be worthy of this feminine, they need to be able to confront whoever it is in their circle that would be willing to talk down on her, even themselves. Because initially they did too. And maybe this is the type of person that they're showing up as an emperor, but I think they're showing up as an emperor because they have a very strong protective streak. This may also be somebody who's a good provider, but maybe they're not used to questioning the people around them, especially if that person is their mother or their siblings. Maybe there's a sister that raised them like a mother. Those are the people they don't challenge because they respect them. They think like their opinion matters a lot to me. And in this case, the universe is like, okay, but we're going to need you to step up a little bit, because this is not, this is not how you will be able to work with your feminine if you can't defend her from the people that matter to you as well. If you can't stand up for her, if you can't say, this is my person, you're going to respect her whether you agree with my choice or not. That's going to be rough. But it needs to be done. So, let's see. Next row. Next row. 3 of Cups. Six of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. 2 of Swords. Followed by the Justice card. King of Cups. The Hermit. Ace of Swords. There's still a little bit of fear here. There's still a little bit of fear. The feelings are there, but this person is choosing to control their feelings and not share them with anybody. Not even their circle yet, but they have a plan. And this is interesting to me because part of the plan is they may become friends, like really good friends with this feminine, because they want to start bringing this feminine around their family, but as a friend. Almost like they want to see how this feminine will handle herself. And at the same time, almost like they're hoping that she will win them over. It's a little lazy. I just gotta be honest. It's a little lazy. But then again, my Aries North Node is kicking in. So that might be why I'm having trouble with that. Because it's almost like they're hoping she does most of the work. Like they're hoping that her charm, her charisma, her hardworking energy will win these people over. They're looking at her like she's witty, she's funny, she'll win them over. And then they won't be surprised that I want to date her. You see what I'm saying? Let's see. Clarify 3 of Cups. Tower, the 9 of Cups, 10 of Wands. With the 8 of Cups, the 2 of Wands, and the Hierophant, yeah. I think it's still going to surprise their circle. It's still going to surprise their circle because they're going to be like, isn't this girl that you were like talking shit about? But they will pass it off like, well, I see that this person could use some support. And I want to be the support. So this may be a business partnership. Okay, let me put it to you like this. If this is let's say you work with this person. Okay, so this person will make sure that you two end up on the same projects. And then you'll have to be spending weekends around them. You'll have to be, maybe going to dinner for business meetings. And they will make sure that you start meeting their circle. That's what I'm trying to say. Because I don't know who I'm talking to, the masculine or feminine. So if I'm talking to the feminine, because I'm over 90% of my viewers are women. So if you are the feminine, this person will make sure to bring you around their circle one way or another. And it's going to start off with some sort of contract. It's going to start off with some sort of, it could be as simple, and I know this may sound silly, but it could be as simple as maybe you're a dog walker and they're going to start paying you to walk their dogs. Or maybe they're a single father and they're going to pay you to babysit their children. There's some sort of contract here but the King of Cups is beneath it, and it's holding emotions back. It's the King of Cups has deep emotions, but they know how to control them, especially with the Hermit here. This is going to be very much going on within them. You won't know that they're feeling these things, not initially. But Six of Pentacles also indicates an exchange of finance or value. So either one, they're going to pay you to work with them in some way, or two, it'll be an exchange of some sort. Their circle will know that they want to support you. They may not know why, and they're kind of like, okay. I don't think their circle expects them to be attracted to you. I don't think their circle expects them to want to form a family with you. Let's see. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Ooh. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, the Knight of Cups, the Chariot, the Ace of Wands, and the Emperor. Followed again by the Eight of Cups, the Moon, Queen of Cups. Ah, okay. So in a way, this masculine is trying to play it smart, as in there is still a piece of them that believes that this feminine is a little too good to be true. There's a mysterious air about her. There's a lot that they feel they still don't understand about her. So this is an excuse for them to, one, really get to know this feminine more closely without crossing into romance, and two, it is a little bit of, how will this feminine handle my circle? How will this feminine, almost like they're trying to learn from her? Because remember, they do see her as a source of inspiration. They see her as she's awakened things in them. She's helped them heal. She's motivated them. And they might not be sure how to handle their circle themselves. So although they are showing up as an emperor, there is still an energy here of them observing her because she inspires them. And they keep showing up as a hangman because there's certain things that they don't know how to handle, even as an emperor, which, you know, there's no emperor or empress that's perfect. So that's understandable. But almost like, you know that song? I don't even know what it's called, but it was on TikTok. People are using it as a sound a lot of the, you want to roll with the big boys? Oh, it's like this, it's like this Jamaican flavored little beat. I don't remember the full thing, but that little phrase came to, you want to roll with the, what is it? The big boys, big dogs, something like that. Like, you want to roll with somebody that's a heavy hitter is basically what it's trying to say. That's the energy I'm getting here. Like, this emperor is kind of like, I'm going to show you, I'm going to bring you around someone that you won't be able to resist either. That's the way they're seeing the feminine. Like, you won't be able to resist her either. But with the Eight of Pentacles coming right after, it's definitely a, this will give them an excuse to see her every day, to interact with her every day. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. We have, okay, that's several cards. Page of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and the Strength card reversed. With the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Page of Wands. So yes, there is the there is this energy of this person approaching with some sort of offer. Ace of Pentacles. It's going to be very solid. I do have a feeling it may involve business, with both of these showing up together, Ace of Pentacles and the Justice card. It will be a business offer of some sort. And it could be as simple as maybe this person says, hey, there's an opening in my company and I think you'd be perfect for it. or it could be them hiring. There's something here. I don't know what it is, because it's a collective, right? For different people, it'll be different things. But with the Four of Wands, it is them trying to establish some sort of connection. But it has two different... This Emperor is very strategic. He is a sneaky little motherfucker because one, they are hoping that the feminine will win over their circle, and then they'll be like, see, this is why I want to date her. They'll understand then. Two, they get to spend time with her, get to know her, see if she can not just talk the talk, but walk the walk. And three, they feel like she's a little too indifferent to them. They were expecting that the desire that's growing inside of them was also growing inside of her. Now, keep in mind, she has no clue, right, what they're feeling. So part of this is they want to see if being around them, this desire will grow in her too. Like they want to know if she has a crush on them, if she will notice them the more that they spend time together. They want to know if they will also become her fantasy, just like she is now theirs. They know that she's really strong, but they want to be the one that makes her weak. Okay. It's kind of cute. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of cute. There's just so many layers to why they think this would be a good move. And now I'm kind of getting on board with them. Like, yeah, this is a good idea. Because there's so much that they want to... There's so many different reasons, let's just put in layers, to why they're doing it this way. Tell me about Ten of Wands. Like they're trying to gauge her interest level with them. Three of Pentacles. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Seven of... Okay. That makes sense too. We have the Knight of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. So, okay. Reasonable. So this masculine has also been learning from their mistakes. I think in either one or multiple connections that they've had, they end up, because they come across with all this Emperor energy, they end up carrying all the burdens. Maybe they're the one that always provides financially. They're the ones that is always the adult in the relationships. They're the ones that everybody else is counting on. And I said this before. I said, in other collectives, I've said that just because somebody is strong doesn't mean that they don't want someone to lean on occasionally too. And that's what we're seeing here, because this masculine is so used to people leaning on them. They finally found the person that they know that they could lean on to, or that's what they think. So this part of this curiosity is like, let's see if that's true. This is a smart move in a lot of ways, actually. And maybe it's my Taurus moon talking, but it does feel like a smart move in the sense that the Three of Pentacles is like, let's work together. I want to see how this person works in a team. They want to see how cooperative this feminine can be. They want to see how much responsibility they take, whether they know how to hold themselves accountable. They want to see maybe if this person is demanding. Are they high maintenance? Like they're going to be observing multiple aspects of the feminine that they might not have been able to observe up until now. Right now, they've been looking at her from a distance. They've been able to observe only facets. So this will put them like right up front and center to where they'll be able to see a lot more layers about this feminine. Which makes sense, honestly. Because they don't want to be the ones always carrying the burden. I think that they've stayed single up until now because of that reason. They don't want to always be the one, which is reasonable. I completely agree with that. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Oh, guys. Wow. Okay. Here's something the masculine is not bargaining for. They don't realize that introducing this feminine into their circle without making their intentions clear, without letting their circle know why they're bringing this feminine in, it's going to have some people in their circle interested in this feminine. They're going to realize just how much attention this feminine garners, just how attractive this feminine is, not just to themselves, but to other people. And look at this image. It's going to bring out, which of course is not anybody's intention. The feminine isn't doing it on purpose. They're not doing it on purpose because that's not what they intended. But it's going to bring out competition. It just is. Because they're not going to be the only ones interacting with this feminine. But the Eight of Pentacles, they might have a team that they're going to interact with. I keep getting team for some reason. So there's multiple people that are going to be interacting with this feminine. It's a perfect place to stop part 2. Let's stop part 2 here, and I will see you guys on part 3, and let's dig further. Let's see.